people's businesses, does their story have to line up exactly with their business?
Okay, let's see. How do I want to? I believe, my opinion is that if you are on your life journey, if you feel like you have sort of discovered that place where you're doing the work that you want to continue to do, it may grow and shift and change as you grow and shift and change, but you feel like you're kind of, these are the people I want to help. These are the people who I'm here to serve. These are the talents I've been given. This is how I'm supposed to help people. If you feel like you're on that path, then I believe that you have been gifted the stories of your life in order to serve that work. I'm not sure. I believe that if you're doing your life work, if you feel like you're on your mission or you're on your path, then you have been gifted the stories of your life in order to serve that work. And that means that the story will align with your work. In some way, shape, or form, we will be able to find how that story that you lived in your life is able to serve the work that you're doing today. And the more people I work with, the more I see that over and over and over again. So it doesn't have to align. Sometimes, depending where you are in your life path, you may find that another story serves you. Because here's the other thing. Have a client who was telling a story and then experienced something this past year that is a perfect story for their business. And it didn't happen until this past year, but they've been doing their work for the last, decade. So you use the stories that you have, and they may shift and change. And I highly recommend that you keep track of the stories that are occurring in your life today, because the stories you're living today are stories that you're going to be telling 5 and 10 years from now. And if you're keeping track of them in a journal now, it's going to be a lot easier to develop them when it's time to tell them down the road.
Yeah. That's really good. That happens to me all the time. Dawn and I will be out to dinner with a couple or some friends, and someone will ask me a question, and I'll go into a story. And Dawn, we've known each other since she was 19. She goes, I've never heard that story. And she goes, why don't you tell that when we're in La Jolla? And then I go, well, I didn't even think to tell that. Okay, so even I have to go through these things. And then I put it down in a list of stories. So I have this whole chronicle. In fact, they're like index cards like this that says UC Davis story, Axel story, Doug France story, don't let the ball touch the ground story. All these stories that I'm looking, I'm like, how can I make the impact that I want to make? Oh, that one nails it home. People, like when we first started together, I remember we were like the only ones talking about story. Mm-hmm. We were the only ones, story was so exciting to us, and it was so new, and we were going to be the ones who were going to bring it to the public. And now everywhere I look, people are sending me articles about, do you know story is the key to the kingdom? Do you know story is this and story is that? I'm like, well, yeah, we all know that. We've known it since we were cavemen. We told stories. That's how we teach. We don't teach like that anymore, though. We teach with information. And no one can fit any more inside their brain. Information. They can fit it here, though.